Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. So here I'm going to presentation about my research. The title is Face Negotiation Communication of the Democrat Party in the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan towards the 2024 presidential election by written by me, Adelia Kharisma Putri, and Mr. Toto Wahyu Abadi from the study program of Communication Science in Muhammadiyah University of Sidoarjo. Introduction. In general election has a close relationship with the electability of a presidential candidate in the election. Based on a survey conducted by New Indonesia Research and Consulting 2023 regarding the electability of presidential candidates, Agus Harimurti Yudhoyono or AHY is in fourth place on the list with a fluctuating percentage value from 2021 to 2023. In 2021, AHY's electability as a presidential candidate is 5.8%. In 2022, it will decrease to 4.3%, and in 2023, it will increase to 5%. Starting from this electability, the Demokrat Party joined the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan together with two other parties, namely the National Democrat Party or Partai Nasional Demokrat, or it can be simplified for Nasdem, and the Keadilan Sejahtera Party or PKS to nominate Anies Baswedan as a presidential candidate. This coalition gives Anies the freedom to choose and determine the vice presidential candidate who will accompany him. And as a result, the candidate for vice presidential candidate chosen by Anies turned out to be Muhaimin Iskandar from the Kebangkitan Bangsa Party or PKB, which was declared at the Yamato Hotel in Surabaya on August 29 in 2023. Suddenly, Anies's choice hurt the Democrat Party, which nominated Anies as presidential candidate in 2024. And then finally, Anies's decision to choose Muhaimin as his vice presidential candidate was because Anies wanted to achieve victory through the votes of NU or Nahdlatul Ulama, which has the largest Muslim majority in Indonesia. Apart from that, Muhaimin has also received a lot of support from Kiai and Nyai based in East Java who influenced the electability of supporters and voters in the 2024 election. So this is the research problem of the research is the phenomenon of the Demokrat Party in the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan from a facial negotiation communication perspective. And the aim of this research is to explain the Demokrat Party's face negotiation communication in the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan towards the 2024 presidential election uses Stella Tingtumi's face negotiation theory. So this is the method. First, at this research, I'm using a descriptive qualitative approach, and then the units of analysis are words, phrases, clauses, sentences, and images in video of AHY and Demokrat Party on YouTube Media. And then we collecting data from the primary data are 5 videos related for the Democrat Party that we found it from the YouTube. And then the secondary data comes from news and online articles, social media, journals, and related books to support research. Then the collected research data was analyzed using a facial negotiation communication perspective that has 3 ways to find about the habit of the Democrat Party for facing the problem. First is face work, second is face threatening actions, and the third is conflict management. After that, this research data analysis technique uses the model of Miles and Haberman, which has 3 stages of analysis. First is data reduction, data presentation, and data verification. At the result analysis, first way, we analysis for face work. Face work is a verbal and non-verbal action carried out by the Democrat Party to show its identity in interacting with media and the public, which can be seen through the use of positive or negative faces. There has three types of face work. First is considerate face work. Considerate face work is the limit where someone appreciates one's autonomy. It can be seen that from the sentence delivered by SPY and AHY, who showed a considerate face work of understanding the feelings of the cadres after the decision of the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan carrying Muhammad Iskandar as the vice president and invite all cadres to remain willing to accept all problems with grace. The second type is solidarity face work, which means accept others as members of the group. It can be demonstrated by the unified attitude of all Democrat cadres to remove all forms and attributes related to Anies Baswedan, both billboards and photos placed on the street. This is a form solidarity among the cadres to show their disappointment with the decision of the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan. And the third type is approval face work, which means give less focus on the negative aspects of others and focus more on the positive aspects. It can be seen from AHY's attitude, which shown in congratulating and declaration of presidential and vice presidential candidates Anies Baswedan and Muhammad Iskandar by showing a positive face as fellow political actors. Besides we analysis about the types of face work, we analyze about the identity of the Democrat Party. It calls self-identity. Self-identity is a reflection or self-reflection that originates from the circumstances of the surrounding environment, including family, ethnicity, culture, and social relationships, which influence the formation of a person's personal characteristics or distinctive character. It can be seen through the facial expressions of SPY and AHY, who tend to have a party image that is firm, rational, and prioritizes a sense of trust and loyalty towards all party members. The color blue, that always used by all cadres in every party activity, is a symbol of trust and loyalty. The second ways that we analyze is face-threatening action. In face-threatening actions, it has two types. First is saving face. Saving face, which means an attempt to avoid feeling embarrassed or vulnerable. The Democrat Party will never take actions that threaten party identity, such as coercion to accept unilateral decisions by the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan. This means that transparency must always be prioritized in a group. And the second is restoring face. It means strategies used to maintain autonomy and avoid losing face. The Demokrat Party chose to get out of the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan and join another coalition, is the Koalisi Indonesia Maju, by supporting Prabowo Subianto as a 2024 presidential candidate. The third way, we analysis from the conflict management. Conflict management has five types. First is avoiding. Avoiding means the act of avoiding arguments and disagreements with other people. In this case, the Demokrat Party relented and preferred to leave the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan rather than have to fight and take further prolonged action. And the second is obliging. Obliging means agreeing with suggestions and orders from other people. Through these words, it can be interpreted that all cadres agreed to the instructions given by all Central Democrat Party to take down all the attributes of Anies Baswedan's props. And the third is dominating. Dominating means that someone uses their influence and authority to make and determine decisions. In this case, it can be interpreted that the Central Democrat Party used its authority to instruct all cadres to take down all forms of props that Anies Baswedan had, whether in the form of billboards or photos. The fourth one is compromising. Compromising means that the Democrat Party prefers to accept the unilateral decision of the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan, which declares Muhammad Iskandar as a vice presidential candidate. The form of compromise is to find a middle way between the two parties to avoid no problem arising, which increase the conflict that occurred before. And the last is integrating style. Integrating means an effort to find solutions by working together or collaborate with others. It can be seen when AHY to be a representation as General Chair of the Demokrat Party declaring support for Prabowo Subianto as a presidential candidate in the 2024 election and joining the Koalisi Indonesia Maju. This action is a form of conflict management that affects the party's image in front of the public. And then the important research that we are finding is the first is through its face work, the Democrat Party tends to show its identity by accepting Muhammad Iskandar's declaration as vice presidential candidate for the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan and suggesting all cadres remain patient in facing this problem. The Democrat Party's self-identity tends to show a party image that is firm, rational, and prioritizes a sense of trust and loyalty towards all party members. And then through face-threatening actions, the Democrat Party took face-saving actions by not accepting any coercion to agree to the unilateral decision of the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan to nominate Muhammad Iskandar as vice presidential candidate. Then, in face-restoring actions, the Demokrat Party choose to leave the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan and join the Koalisi Indonesia Maju and support Prabowo Subianto because they felt that it was compatible with the ideas that Demokrat Party had always put forward. Through conflict management, the Democrat Party tends to use the conflict management style of avoiding, compromising, and integrating. This is shown by the attitude of the Democrat Party, which prefers to give in and join another coalition rather than having to prolong the problem with the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan. And then the benefits of this research is we hope that it can be providing information to readers regarding the Demokrat Party's face negotiation communication in dealing with problems in the Koalisi Perubahan untuk Persatuan. So that's it from my presentation. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.